Hi guys, good to see you again, welcome back to the channel. Well, got to say first off, thanks ever so much for sending in your questions, suggestions, how do I do this, why do I do this, which I'm going to cover in tomorrow's game. Not sure if all of you have watched Wednesday's video, but I just briefly said I ain't got to shift this Saturday coming. However, I want to keep busy, want to keep my eye in, so I'm heading down to Lincoln Moorlands, my dad's old club from back in the, I want to say mid to late 80s, where I used to go along with him. So it's going to be great to go back to the Moorlands Club. They're in Tier 7, like I said on Wednesday, or Step 7. Step 7 from the National League. So almost, not quite grassroots officially, but I'm going to call it grassroots. So yeah, so can't wait for that, and I'll address all your questions while I'm pitch side and try and answer most of them best I can. But really looking forward to shooting a game in a nice relaxed atmosphere, because obviously a nice relaxed occasion, because I'm not going to have my laptop, I'm not going to be downloading, so it's going to be great. But anyway, let's look back on last Saturday's game, Derby versus Plymouth, with a bit of Wayne Rooney. Let's jump into the set. Yeah, it was great to be back at Pride Park for Derby's game against Plymouth, and good to see Wayne Rooney again. Made sure I got plenty of him, because you never know what story is going to come out of the Wayne Rooney games, but more of that in a minute. But yeah, it's great to see him. And of course, he used to be manager at Derby County, so he got quite a nice reception when he arrived and got off the coach, which was good. And it was great to catch up with Jez, John and Lee, and I've got to say a massive thanks to Jez for the chocolates. I'm sure it's my turn next time, or is it yours, John? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen you bring any chocolates in, so yeah, could be your turn, mate. But yeah, no, I love having a bit of banter with the lads, and it's great to catch up with the guys in the press room beforehand, just to go over, you know, chat about bits of new kit we've seen or we've heard of, or about different techniques, and you know, hand each other tips, and how do you do that? Well, I do it like this, well, I do it like that, and it's great. You can't beat having a good chat with like-minded guys into the photography, into the sport, the same as me. And yeah, really, it makes the day so much more enjoyable when you can catch up with your friends at a game before and afterwards. So yeah, great to see you guys. Thanks to Jez for the chocolates, and my turn next time, I think. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the set. As you can see here, just left it nice and wide for my opening image, just of Pride Park, and obviously with the Rams in the middle. And I always try and like to get the letters in the seating wherever I can. And then, as you can see here, look, it was Remembrance weekend. It was Remembrance Sunday, the day after. So Derby put some really nice flags out, some Remembrance flags, which was great. So made sure I incorporated that into that composition there. And then just some nice close-ups, and I think another one there. So I got that angle, and then I got the flat angle. Now this one, as you can see, 2.8, focused on the flag, really emphasising the flag, softening off all the background, but you can still see it says Rams. So I just thought I'd knock the aperture up to f18, look, just to try and get that a lot sharper, and a lot, you know, increase the depth with that f18, so that not only is obviously I'm still focusing on the flag, but you can definitely read the word Rams there. So yeah, so that's at 2.8 focused on the flag, and that's at f18 focused on the flag. So yeah, just shows you the difference in depth there, according to what f-stop you're using. But anyway, aperture. Then the Plymouth lads arrived, and I thought there is no way that he is playing, but it's quite special to see a lad in a traction, in a knee traction. That's what I wore when I did my ACL, so he must be long-term injured, but fair play to him, he wanted to come along to the game. So yeah, just thought I'd emphasise him. He fitted in that gap nicely, and although we've got two players backs, he's smiling and laughing, so they're obviously sharing a joke. So yeah, centre of attention, and obviously emphasise that he's injured, but he's there, so that was good. I took the programme outside this time, and just lent it up the wall to the entrance of Derby County, to the entrance of Pride Park, and just got a nice one of that, which was good. And then just wandering around, trying to get me fan stuff, you know, before the game, building that setup. And I saw this chap just taking a picture on his phone of Pride Park, a Plymouth fan, so I just thought I'd shoot that. Looks quite nice. And these lads were dying for me to take a shot of them, so that made a nice shot with that flag. And quite like that, did make me laugh, and they were happy. And then obviously there was poppies everywhere. Wanted to make sure I documented that it was Remembrance Weekend. So these guys were, I think there was some representatives from Derby County, all with their jackets on and with the poppy stuck on, so that was nice. And then obviously Derby have also released some scarves with the poppy on, which I thought was a lovely touch, so just thought I'd shoot that. And then into the ground now, and what's her name, is it Natalie Aspinall, I think. But yeah, nice to see a lady on the touchline, so that was good. So I made sure I got plenty. I'm sure it's Natalie Aspinall, let's have a look. Yeah, Natalie Aspinall, yeah. So I just thought I'd shoot 3 or 4 of her warming up, really. So it's nice to see, and something just a little bit different. It's great to see a few of the girls now on the touchline and that, and refereeing, so yeah, always good. So I made sure I got plenty of her. Here he is, look. He doesn't smile very often, but penny for your thoughts there. Obviously pre-match, and that was just prepares for the match sort of caption. And then another one there, crikey, what could he be thinking there? There's an image that could go with several stories. So, and then here we are, here's Wayne, and just getting ready for kick-off. And again, just wanted to try and get as many guys as I could to go with various different stories. That could be an expectancy one. Look, that could be, ooh, what's going on there? Looks a bit dejected. And then deep in thought there again. And oh, when we were doing the minute silence, I just saw Paul. It is Paul, isn't it? I mean, I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, Paul Warren. I saw Paul just stood there, and I thought that's a nice side profile with that different colour with the dark in the background. So I thought that made a nice shot. And he always wears his woolly hat. It's brilliant. And look at this then, eh? Proper ram on the pitch, and I thought that made a really nice frame with the veterans, and obviously current serving and past and present there with the ram, so that was good because that's obviously Derby's mascot. And then I quickly shot up into the stand for as far as I could get, just to get a nice high angle on the minute silence with all the players arm in arm, and everyone formed a circle. So thought that was quite a nice frame to get. And just another one from further round at the side then of the ram and that. And he was really well behaved, he was. Proper big boy. Look at the size of them horns, look. But yeah, nice touch. Bit more remembrance, and then we're off. And then what's this? 1507. And yeah, 1507. And overhead kick. Focused on the ref. Look, he's right behind the ref. Absolutely muzzed it. And I know John and the guys, I opted to go Plymouth attack first half, which John reminded me of after he'd scored this overhead kick. Is it an overhead kick or is it a scissor kick? You let me know in the comments. We thought it was an overhead kick, but there was quite a few referencing it as being a scissor kick, so I'm not sure. But he definitely went straight over and kicked it behind him. But yeah, I was on him, and then the ref moved in the way, focused on the ref, absolutely muzzed it. And yeah, it was really kind of John to quickly take a screen grab and send me it on the phone. Look what you could have won. Which was great, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I was laughing, John, I was. But anyway, yeah, first a cracking goal, and a nice that was the nicest celebration I got. He looked back towards the crowd and just give a big cheer, you know, come on. So that was nice. And like he always says, if you can, stay on the goal scorer for as long as you can, because you just get something like that. Because I didn't get much down here, look, you see, really. Got some general cheering and that, but because it's so far away, look, it's quite hazy. It's quite hazy and quite a big crop, quite a big pull, but still get away with it on the R5. But yeah, so not too much. And then he did that as he was running back to the centre spot. So yeah, just grabbed that, which was good. Just a bit of action here. What are we on? 2000th? Yeah, that's about right. And here we go. Look, back on the dugout, just trying to get 1 or 2 of Rooney, and just shouting out instruction. That's what I usually say, whichever manager it is. On this instance, what have I put? Let's look what I've put. Plymouth Argyle manager Wayne Rooney shouts instruction to players. So that'll be /SI/ and it puts all that in. So that's my captions, but I'll have to go over my captions at some point, or my shortcuts, my text file. But yeah, so bit more action, and you can tell without looking at that that's on the R5, because look at the shape of the ball. He's obviously crossing it. He's nice and sharp. I'm at 2000th, look. But the old single sensor can't quite keep up with it. On the R3 I don't get any oblong balls, but yeah, for some reason it just can't keep up with the speed of the ball sometimes. So yeah, you can look at that ball and tell that I did that on the R5. Incidentally, the R5 2's stack sensor doesn't suffer with that problem. So I am tempted, especially now that the RF 70 to 200's come out. Let me know if you've ordered one. And I haven't pre-ordered one because I don't know. There's I'm not sure what to do yet. Whether to pre-order one and get one from the UK or go to somewhere like Cotswold Cameras, is it, or Panama, something like that, and get a cheaper lens. But we shall see. Let me know what you're doing. But anyway, let's crack on. So yeah, just some general shots of some players, and I wanted to grab them poppies obviously on both players' shirts, so manage that. There we are. Look, that's what I'm always going on about, the R5. Look at the pull on that. ISO 2500, look, 2.8, 2000th. Pulled it right in, look, on the 400, and that's easily good enough to use. That's proper good, that is. Look, I know Jez did say, can I have a look at one of your frames? So here we go, Jez. Look, let's just zoom it in again and just have a look at the quality. There we go. He's a little bit soft, look, but if you can imagine that that's not going to get printed at that size, it's going to get printed like that, perfectly usable. And yeah, like I say, you pull it in a bit, you're going to see a lot of grain, and it's, you know, it's getting waxy now, look, but that's an absolutely ginormous pull at that. So, but at that, looks absolutely fine, look. So yeah, and obviously the R52 will be even better. But here we go, look, so we've got Plymouth's captain just lining up for a free kick. I got squared up on him nicely. He was nice and clean in the frame. Just as he was taking the free kick, his teammate ran into the frame. Oh, it's annoying when that happens. Luckily, got the ball and I got him taking the kick, so I was happy enough with that. And yeah, not too bad. Bit annoying, but not too bad. But and obviously gave a nice celebration. He did run to the far corner and missed a trick there perhaps. I wanted to stay sort of dug outside so that I could get some nice stuff of Rooney and Paul Warne. And in hindsight, perhaps I should have gone and sat opposite the Plymouth fans and just missed out on a few, for, you know, bigger crops on the managers to get any celebrations that ran Plymouth side. But anyway, made the best of a bad job, and it wasn't long before there was another go. No, it was 1-1. It was 1-1 in the end. But yeah. So anyway, I tell you what, I had a laugh with Lee. Lee said, "I bet you daren't mention this. I'll leave the captions to you on this one. I wonder what he's saying." But they are, Lee. Told you I'd put it in the video. But yeah, we had a giggle about that in the press room afterwards, as I'm sure you can imagine. But yeah, put your comments below. Let me know what you think the ref's shouting. But yeah, that made us giggle. And nice action shot of the keeper punching a corner out. I think it was a corner. And I wish that had gone in, but it didn't. But yeah, here's one of them examples. Look, horizons. Do you go with that and them railings, or do you go with the digiboard, or do you do a bit of both and just make it half and half? But yeah, I ended up going with the railings, look, and that. I think that's at a bit of an angle, so I did tweak it a bit. But anyway, again, let me know what you'd do. But one of the fourth official, obviously you don't know if they're going to be a bit controversial, so and if they're going to get some stick off the managers. So yeah, one of the fourth official there. I always like it when players lay down as they're organising a wall. You tend to see it quite a lot now, just in case these four players jump up, he's going to block the ball from coming under their feet, supposedly. I've seen it go wrong before, but yes, I just thought I'd get that in. Bit of reaction from one of the Derby players. He incidentally got given offside. Look, he was running through, got given offside. He's actually giving the lino a bit of stick there, look. Excuse me. But and then, so this is a frame before I hit my pan settings on my back button. So you've got him running through, and I thought, oh, here's a good pan shot. He's running across me, and then there's my pan shot. About 4 or 5 frames later, I'd hit that button, slowed everything down. Look, 29, I picture 29th, 30th of a second shutter, and ISO 5000. They're obviously manually set in that second lot of settings, and that's what I pan on usually. So yeah, got that, quite like that. That was all right. His head's nice and sharp, and everything else is nice and blurred, so that worked out quite well. Now, what about this? This is obviously quite a big crop, because I left it wide on the R3, and that was a massive lob from not far off the halfway line, and it nearly beat the keeper. But as you can see, he just managed to save it, and he took a heck of a tonk. This next frame, look, boing. God, he had a right tonk. I don't know if I bet he felt stiff on Sunday, but yeah, he proper whacked the. It's like one of them boxing shots that you see, isn't it? But yeah, that's quite a big pull on the R3, and you can see it's gone a bit waxy, so I didn't want to pull in any more on that. But then there he goes. Look, another frame. Probably saying, you want one of them big bubbles saying ouch, don't you? But a bit more Paul Warren just giving out some instruction with Rooney in the background. Oh, this is quite an interesting one. Now then, portray this as you will. I put it as dejection. He was actually bending down to pick his water bottle up, but it looks like he's really dejected and he's dropped his shoulders. So again, don't these flipping high vis, they blooming annoy me. But anyway, there's more and more at grounds nowadays, isn't there? But yeah, I just put that as a bit of Rooney dejection. You know, like, oh, shrugging his shoulders, because they just couldn't get a winner. They couldn't get a winner. There was loads of yellow cards. Now, on this particular one, the player was a long way off. And even when I'd zoomed out on 70, he was still out the frame. So I ended up... Am I on the R5 here? Yeah, I'm on the R5 here. And I've obviously cropped that in a bit, and the player was out of frame. So I just sent that as a yellow card shot, and I like the way the ball's in the middle of his feet there. So just sent that up as referee. Let's have a look what I actually put. Yeah, referee shows a yellow card. That's all it needs, really. You know, and if there was a lot of cards in the game, they might have used that. So yeah, and obviously you can see his poppy, so that's a little bit of an extra. Nice clearance here. So I just thought I'd get that in, and look at the grass coming up. So that was a nice clearance from that lad. And another yellow card, look, this time on the R3, I'm at, what am I at, 145mm, look, it was number 2 that got the yellow card. And obviously focusing on the ref there, look at 2.8, so he's slightly soft, but the ref's nice and sharp. Bit more of Rooney here, just reacting. Nice clearance there. And I think I'm in Kelvin again. It won't say, well, it white balance. No, I was in Kelvin, I think, for a bit. And then I think I actually changed it to auto white balance because it was quite hazy. And auto white balance on this occasion worked just as good as it worked better than being in Kelvin at 5,000. Because I was, if you can remember, I was in that for the Notts County game where the floodlights weren't quite so good. But auto white balance proved to be fine at Derby once the floodlights came on. So yeah, that was nice. And this was close. I thought it was going in, but there's a couple of frames before this. I should have left him in. The ball looks like it's over the line, but anyway, obviously no VAR or anything. So, and they've got goal line technology, and the ref did point at his watch and to let everyone know that there was no goal on his watch. So that was good with the goal line technology. But how the goal line technology could see it, because he's almost totally smothered the ball. Look. But anyway, no goal there. And they were reacting, look, obviously wanting a goal. A bit of Rooney here. That's quite a big pull, that is, and you can see how hazy it is. What we at, look, we're at 8,000, ISO 8,000 there, and I'm still at 2,000. I suppose really when I was doing Rooney, I could have knocked it down to probably 12/50th, just to get rid of a bit of that grain. In actual fact, that probably needs, I tell you what, while we're on it, let's send it to Photoshop, and I'll just have a bit of a play on it, because that just probably needs... Let's take my crop box off. Probably needs a bit of contrast. So I've just hit Shift Command A, which opens up Camera Raw. Let's just try and take some of that haze away. That's better. Look, I should have done this. Look, should have done it. So that's just a little bit of contrast. And let's just de-haze it a bit and see what the de-haze tool does. There we are. Look, that looks better, doesn't it? Perhaps should have sent it in like that. You can still see the grain, but obviously that grey has dropped off and all gone darker. And that's just by sliding contrast and de-haze. So we'll go back into, there we are, look, so that's the difference. Command Z, that's before, and that's after. It's just made him stand out a bit, hasn't it? But yeah, so, but again, I was sending these off, hit my action just to edit it a little bit and give it a bit of punch, and then it was gone. Should have really just slowed down a bit and altered that one a bit more. But anyway, let's carry on. Another yellow flag, another yellow card from the ref. Nice bit of reaction here and here, look. And another pan blur. So that's good. Managed to get 2 pan blurs in on that particular game, which was good. And then, yeah, I nearly forgot about Natalie Aspinall until, well, dying minutes. What we at here? Yeah, nearly full time. And I thought, oh, I better get 1 or 2 frames of her. And quite like that one. It's quite messy, but at the same time, she's nice and sharp. And those 2 players just frame her a bit, and she's looking at the play. And yeah, so quite like that one. Keeper keeps the ball in there, look. Well, I think he does, look. I'll leave that to your imagination, but it looks like he's in. He's looking down at the line. I think one or two of the Derby players did shout it's gone out, but he kept it in anyway. Nice little shot that. And then another one of him clearing. Played well, he had a good game, that keeper did. And there's one of Rooney having a bit of a spit, look. I don't know why, but it's always good to catch managers spitting. I don't know why, but basically took the water in and chucked it straight out. Just rinsing his mouth, I suppose, but with all the shouting and that probably got a bit dry. But yeah, thought I'd get one of him spitting some water out. But, and then here we are, full time, look. And obviously, he liked the way that number 2 played, so yeah, giving him a bit of a cuddle. And then just a bit of applause to finish. Thanking the fans, and that's it. Oh, and one of the fans singing back to him. Always nice to get one or two of the fans, and that's it. So yeah, not too bad a game. Like I said, 1-1, ended 1-1, and just wish I'd have been the other end for that overhead kick, but can't win them all, can you? I think there was only 3 points between them. I think Derby were 3 points above Plymouth, or was it the other way? I can't remember. But anyway, I thought I'd go Plymouth first half, and yeah, got the free kick, which was a bit messy. Missed out on the overhead kick, but you can't win them all. So, but yeah, not to worry. So yeah, job's a good one. Like I say, really looking forward to this Saturday. It's going to be great just to relax and just shoot the game. I'll go over all your questions and suggestions and try and answer them all. And yeah, I'll try and have a good chat whilst I'm photographing the game. And it's going to be good to go back. And I'm not sure what I'm going to film it on yet, because usually when I'm doing these vlogs like now, I'm filming on the R5, but obviously I'm going to be using the R5 and the R3, so might just be a bit of iPhone footage, back to the good old days, because when I started my YouTube channel and I did the games from Southampton and Bournemouth, it was all filmed on my iPhone, and it's perfectly good quality, although I've not got the mic, but those iPhones do pick up all the sounds, all the audio, it's fine. So yeah, I might end up shooting it on the old iPhone, but we'll see. But yeah, job's a good one. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Let me know where you're shooting if you're out this weekend, because there's still League 1 and League 2. So yeah, I'm sure some of you are doing that, and non-league and grassroots. Let me know where you are. And don't forget, Facebook group, photography chat. Come and join us if you haven't yet. Loads of us on there now. We're getting up for 2,000 members, and the group is running itself now. I must change the banner again, actually. It's still some poppies, so I must change that in the next day or two. But yeah, it was always nice to remember and put some poppies on the page. So I know some of you quite like the banner change, but yeah, get that changed tomorrow. Yeah, so come and join us on photography chat. It'd be great to see you, and post your images, whether it's sport or whatever it is. I always say this, couldn't be anything. It's not just about, it is sport heavy, but it's nice to see landscapes and woodlands and portraits and all sorts of stuff, pet portraits and whatever, street photography, and yeah, post your work on there and we can all have a good chat about it. Anyway, have a great weekend, guys. Look forward to your comments. Catch up next week. Job's a good one.